Hello and welcome to another audio autopsy. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the 2006 track New Shoes by Scottish singer Paolo Nutini. Nutini did actually recently resurface into the scene with the release of his newest album Last Night in the Bittersweet, which would be his first album in 8 years. But his humble beginnings go back to his debut album, which gave us some great tracks such as Last Request and New Shoes. Two tracks that helped him become a household name. And New Shoes certainly is a very fun and easy listening track, but it also has a very nice meaning to it. The song revolves around the idea of how one small change can actually have a very positive impact on your kind of mindset, on your decisions, and on your way thinking forward. The use of shoes being a very simple way to convey this message because everybody can relate to this idea. Everyone's been through that point where their shoes have been looking a bit scuffed and they kind of need some new ones. They go out, buy them, and they feel fresh. They feel like they've got a nice bit of pep in their step. And that's one of the things that really does help make this song very relatable to the listeners, and which helps make it a very popular song back upon its release. And this change in mindset is shown through the lyrics. In the opening verse we do have woke up cold one Tuesday and looking tired and feeling quite sick, conveying feelings of kind of being very sluggish, very down and out, like you just don't really have any motivation to tackle the day. Pulling out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, just kind of sauntering through the day, not really paying too much attention, topping it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. Rounding out the verse we do have, and I thought these shoes just don't suit me. The idea that the negative emotions and negative connotations just aren't quite fitting right with that person's mentality. They kind of want to stop being quite negative. So the use of putting on these new shoes, kind of that small change, is really what can kind of flip the script, allow them to have a new lease on life. By putting on these new shoes, suddenly everything becomes right. Everything kind of has a bit more glow to it. Everything's a bit more positive. And we see this in multiple of the verses, as well as the chorus. Everyone's smiling, everyone's so inviting, really being much more friendly. And it's not that anybody's changed or anyone's changed their outlook towards him. It's just that he's got these new shoes on, he's kind of seeing things in a much more positive light. And the chorus does have a very smooth flow to it, almost like you're strolling along on a nice summer's day, really being conveyed as well through the lyrics. Talking about slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, you're running late, you don't really need an excuse, you're kind of carefree, you're much more positive, you're not kind of stressed out as well. So conveying a lot of these more positive emotions after this one small change has been made. And it's really nice the way in this song that we have got that transition from verse to verse, having that opening intro to convey that change in emotion, just showing the impact these new shoes have had. And I'm sure everyone can actually relate to that exact idea. The shoes can be used as a metaphor for absolutely anything. It could be a job change, it could be somebody new coming into your life, it could be something as simple as learning a new recipe. It only has to be small changes, and that's what this song really wants to show, that it's just little steps that can really kind of put you into a different mindset. And that's the other use of the shoes. You're kind of strolling, you're taking step by step changes to kind of get yourself out of a negative headspace and into a more positive one. It doesn't have to be these big life-changing decisions that need to come to kind of help you improve your mentality. Something super small and super simple can often be the kind of trigger that can then have this continuation domino effect, allowing you to lead further and further into positivity. And we've got the same thing in the third verse as well. Take me wandering through these streets where bright lights and angels meet. So bright lights, angels, things that kind of have those connotations of being very positive, almost like they've got their own glow to them. And that's something that we want to see. He's kind of seeing everything in a much more glowing light, much better, not very dark and dull. So using these contrasts very heavily to kind of express that emotion that he's trying to convey as a songwriter. It really is quite a simple concept for this song, but one that works in droves purely because of its accessibility by anybody. This fact that it's a song that anybody can relate to. Everybody has been through that point of buying a new pair of shoes. They kind of have that effect when you put them on, you know that you're kind of feeling a bit more positive. You're wanting to kind of show them off. You're kind of wanting to wear them in effectively. And that's what this song uses as a great kind of metaphor to help drive the message of the song. And it is just a very fun, very kind of flowy, kind of very swingy kind of song that you can just really, really enjoy. And it kind of fits in with the themes that are running through it. That's everything for today's video, but as always, if you want to let me know your thoughts on the song, let me know if you think there's any other meanings kind of hidden in there, then please do feel free to comment in the boxes below. And if you want to see more content like this, then please do feel free to subscribe as well, and I will see you in the next audio autopsy.